So first I'm picking out some t-shirts that are a little bit oversized, so I checked in the men's section for these ones. And I picked out some different colors that would go well together. And I love the white collar on this shirt, so we're definitely going to use this a little bit later in the video. Okay, so now I'm just figuring out the placement of everything, and then we can start cutting. Okay, I'm going to start by cutting the white turtleneck collar off, and I'm going to save this for later. I'm also going to cut the yellow collar off, and now I'm going to cut the sleeves off. I'm also cutting the shoulder seams. And I'm gonna cut down the side seams. Okay, now I'm measuring about 13 inches down from my neckline to my waistline. And this is gonna be a front piece on the dress. I'm also marking the center point, and I'm just gonna cut straight down the center and then across around where my waistline is. And now we have our front bodice for the dress. I'm gonna cut the same exact piece out of the white shirt. And now we have our two front bodice pieces. So I'm just gonna connect them at the center right there. So I'm gonna put them right sides together, and I'm just gonna sew right there at the center. Okay, now it's time to cut the front skirt piece. So I'm gonna measure the same width as the top bodice, just so the top and the bottom match in width. And I'm just cutting a simple rectangle. Okay, now we can connect the top to the bottom by putting them right sides together, and I'm just pinning them right there at the waistline. Alright, now it's time to make the back of the dress. So I'm using this gray t-shirt that was super long, so this is actually going to cover the whole length of the back side of my body. So I'm going to cut the sleeves off, the side seams, you know the drill. And I'm going to place the front of my dress on top, and I'm just going to cut them so that they match up perfectly. I had to trim my front skirt piece a little bit to match the back, but it still ended up to be the perfect length for me. Okay, now I'm just pinning them together at the side seams, right sides together, and I'm going to sew them down the side seams and at the shoulder seams. And this will connect our front to our back. Alright, now it's time to attach this cute little turtleneck collar. So I'm just marking the center point and the side points. And I'm going to match those points up on my dress. So I'm putting it inside the dress, right sides together. And I'm just going to match up the center seam and the shoulder seams. And I'm pinning it all around. Now I'll sew this collar all around. Okay, for the sleeves, I'm cutting the sleeves off of the black shirt. And I'm going to attach those onto my dress. So I'm placing the sleeve inside the dress, right sides together, and I'm just going to pin it all around and sew it. And here's a little tip. Most sewing machines come with a little detachable piece there, and when you take that piece out, it helps so much when you're sewing around a smaller circle like an armhole or a neckline. It just helps you get around those little corners. Alright, we're almost done. Now it's time to hem the bottom of the dress, so I'm just going to fold it up, pin it down, and sew it. And last but not least, for the finishing touch, I took a piece of scrap fabric and I cut a square 6 inches by 6 inches. And I'm making a little pocket out of it. So I'm going to fold the top edge down by about 1 inch, sew that down first. And once that's sewn, I'm going to press the other remaining 3 edges down with my iron. And then we'll just slap that pocket onto the dress and pin it down. And we're going to sew along those 3 edges. And this is how it turned out. I love the colors, I love the collar, the pocket is super cute, and it's one of a kind, so it's a really fun way to make a unique clothing piece and do a fun upcycle. Today we're going to upcycle this knit dress and make it into a fall cardigan. So I'm going to start by figuring out how long or short I want this cardigan to be, and I'm going to mark that point with a pin. And I'm gonna add an extra 1/2 inch onto that mark just to give myself extra room to hem it at the end. Now I'll cut the bottom of the dress, and make sure to save that little scrap because we're gonna use it in just a second. I'm figuring out where the middle point of the dress is, and that is where we're gonna cut the dress open at the center front. I'm using that extra piece of fabric from the bottom to make some pockets. So I'm just measuring out some pockets 8 inches long by 7 inches wide, and I'm cutting 2 pockets. I'm gonna start by folding down the top edge of the pocket by about 1 inch. We wanna hem this part first. Once my pockets are pinned, I'm gonna sew them along that top edge. Wow, this is turning out so cute. Now I'm gonna pin the pockets to the cardigan, so I'm just figuring out where I want them. Before we sew the pockets on, I'm gonna fold the edges down by about 1/2 inch, and this is gonna give our pockets a nice clean finish along the edges. I'm gonna sew along the sides and the bottom of the pocket. Make sure to leave the top open because that is where our hands will go. And I'll do the same thing to the other side. And now I'm just sewing these pockets on. And by the way, if you're sewing with a sewing machine and you're also using a sweater knit fabric like I'm using, the best kind of needle for this is a ballpoint needle. It works great for stretchier knit fabrics. Okay, last but not least, we need to hem the center front edges as well as the bottom edge of the cardigan. So I'm just gonna fold this in by about 1/2 inch. And if you're using a fabric that frays more than this one, I would fold this twice, but my fabric didn't fray too much, so I just folded it once. Okay, once everything's pinned, I'm gonna sew down the front edges and all along the bottom edge. And it's done! I love how this turned out. It was such an easy upcycle and a really fun way to reuse an old dress that you might have laying around or that you find from a thrift store. Today I'm going to show you a fun way to upcycle an old bridesmaid's dress or a prom dress to make it a little bit more wearable for your everyday life. So get out your seam ripper and let's get started. I'm going to start by flipping the dress inside out. And using my seam ripper, I'm going to separate the bodice from the skirt. So I'm just unpicking the seams right there around the waistline, and I'm going to seam rip until they're fully disconnected. So once that's done, I have a bodice. I also have this piece of elastic that I'm going to save because I'm going to use this a little bit later. And I also have a skirt. And I'm going to use this jumpsuit to draw a pants pattern, but you can also use a pair of pants that are a little bit loose fitting, whatever you want. I'm going to fold the pants in half, and I'm going to start by tracing the front side of the pants. So I'm just pulling out the seams and laying it as flat as I can, because we're going to trace right along the seam line. Alright, now I'll take a ruler and a marker, and I'm just straightening these lines a little bit. Okay, moving on to the back side of the pants, I'm going to fold it in half again and lay it out and pull out this crotch seam as best as I can. I want to lay it as flat as possible to get the most accurate lines. Okay, now I need to add a little bit of length to my waist, because if you notice, this bodice is a little bit short. So I'm going to add about 5 inches onto the pants to make up for that extra distance. Alright, now that I've added 5 inches to the waist on the back, I will do the same thing to the front of the pants. And I'm also going to add a little bit of width to my waist. So I'm going to measure my hips, and I need to find the widest part of my hips. And for me, it was 39 inches. So I'm going to take that measurement and divide it by 4, because one pant leg goes around 1/4 of your body. So once I have that width drawn out, I'm going to straighten my lines and blend them in a little bit. And I'll do the same thing to the back of the pants. Okay, last I'm adding about 1/2 inch for seam allowance all around. And about 1 inch on the bottom for hem allowance. And now we can cut it out. Now I'm laying the back side of the pants on top of the front, and I want to make sure they match up at the correct places. So down the crotch seam, the inseam, and the side seam, I want to make sure the lengths match. And I ended up adding a little bit more width near my hips. I realized that I don't want these pants to be skin tight, so I added about 1 inch onto the area where my hips will be. And I'm just going to blend those lines in, cut it out, and do the same thing to the back side of the pants. And then we're done. And now we can move on to the fabric. So my skirt has a lining in it, so I'm going to separate the lining from the skirt piece just by cutting it along the top, and this is going to allow me to be able to pull out the liner so that we can work with these two pieces separately. Okay, so I'm going to cut my pants pieces out of the regular fabric. And then I'll cut the same pieces out of my lining. And it's okay if you don't have a lining. My fabric is a little bit see-through, so I definitely need a lining. Okay, so since I am working with a lining, I'm just going to get this out of the way, and I'm going to connect the outside of the fabric to the lining. So I'm just laying them wrong sides together. So I'm going to pin the lining to the wrong side of the fabric, and I'm just going to pin it all around and sew it. Okay, so now our lining is connected to our fabric, and I did that same thing to all 4 pants pieces. Okay, time to connect the pants. So I'm laying the front right leg and the back right leg down, right sides together, and I'm gonna pin them down the inseam and also down the side seam. And now we can sew those pinned edges. Once both pant legs are done, we need to connect them along the crotch seam. So I'm flipping one pant leg right side out, and I'm gonna place it inside the other pant leg so that these pieces are right sides together, and I'm just gonna pin along that crotch seam. And now we can sew it. Okay, this is the most fun part of all. Once we flip our pant legs right side out, we should have some beautiful looking pants. Okay, back to that elastic that I saved. I'm gonna measure my waist and cut this piece of elastic to the width of my waist. Now, I'm gonna mark the center point of that elastic with a pin. And I'm gonna line up that center point to the middle of my pants. And then I'll mark half of that half piece. So I'm marking it in fourths now, and I'll do the same thing on the other side. And now I'm taking those points and I'm matching them up to my side seams. So I'm basically pinning this elastic equidistant around my waist. Alright, now we can sew this elastic on. And if you notice, as I'm sewing, I'm gently pulling on the elastic so that it stretches out as I'm sewing, because we want this elastic to cinch the waist in. Okay, now that the waist is done, we can connect the bodice once again. So I'm going to flip the bodice inside out, and I'm going to open it up and place it around the pants. And I'm making sure to match up the side seams, and I'll pin it all around and sew it. Last but not least, I'm going to hem the bottom of the pants. So I'm just folding it up once and folding it up again by ½ inch. I'll pin it all around, and then I'll sew it. And it should look something like this.